On this episode on the Anti-Partisan Network, it's quite unfortunate that I come bearing bad news. As some way say, it doesn't necessarily have to mean that we're a Christian. Even if you're not a Christian, like, it will worry you, because I'm sure we all have a number of Christians as friends or as family members. Yatete say in Nigeria for Astatia or Christians. I do not know the gravity of the situation. But even if it is true, even if it's a rumor, even rumors have some truth to it. Say paka kra so Christians 5 kra. It's a big offense. We find ourselves in a world that is more or less characterized by a rapid response. And that's will be what Ghana, that's will be Korea kra, obetimi afa phone, obetimi Nepal connecting. Eti video here by one of the people I highly respect, an American, your friend Patrick, on the YSI video. He's a Christian, you can see where his motivation comes from. Now, as I'm not, maybe video means I can't check, but I just wanted to be sure. Recently, I was just looking through YouTube, and one I'm going to say Donald Trump, I responded to the massacre now echoes on Nigeria. So you can see that it has become a big issue. So before I say anything, I want us to watch the video because quite unfortunate.
If you turn on primetime news, you're probably going to hear about what's going on with Ukraine.
Quite unfortunate. It's not far away. Yanka see a feature here, Yana. Really, President Mahama is to call UN shaming other countries for sponsoring war near them. Yes, so quite best soon ever so I help peace Christians or more these countries. So I'm sure this story will have an interesting development. So let's watch the video.
If you turn on primetime news, you're probably going to hear about what's going on with Ukraine.
Ukrainian city of Dnipro.
Ukraine has come under heavy bombardment from Russia.
Or what's going on with Gaza.
But in Gaza.
But you're probably going to hear nothing about the fact that one country has executed more persecutions towards Christians than any other countries around the world combined, and that's Nigeria. Just this year, 7,087 Christians have been killed, beheaded in many instances this year just for going to church. Today we're going to talk about the events that are taking place in Nigeria targeted towards Christians. If you value added this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into it. So watch this. If you're watching this, and we know mainstream media is not going to be talking about this a lot with other people, you want to get more exposure to it, share with other people. Let me tell you why. Since 2009 till today, 125,000 Christians have been killed in Nigeria, according to the International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law. By the way, when you're looking at the surge, 7,087 just this year in the first 220 days, that's 35 a day. 7,800 abducted. They disappeared. Can't find them anymore. 19,100 churches have been destroyed. Imagine you going to church. Imagine on Sunday you just don't take your kids to church. All you want to do is go pray, maybe sing a little bit, worship music, listen to the pastor, the preacher, what they have to say, the priest. 19,100 churches have been destroyed. By the way, 10,000 schools have been destroyed that are teaching Christian theology to kids, certain values that they have. And in Nigeria, specific areas they're being targeted. Now, who is doing the targeting to these Christian communities, these Catholic churches? Many of these guys that are jihadists, one of the leaders being Boko Haram since 2009, later splintering into ISIS West Africa province. the ISWAP and Ansaru conducting mass killing, forcing conversions, and abductions. And you're seeing this in the news. I'm going to put a picture here for you to see on what's going on. This is what they look like. They're just going around targeting Christians, burning homes, seizing land, destroying harvest, sexual violence. And the way they're going about doing it is they're going at night when you're asleep, night assaults on villages, church seizures and burnings, mass kidnapping, land grab, creating no-go zones for Christian natives. And families are sitting there saying, what do I do? I just want to go to church. I can't. You saw service with everything that's going on. I mean, you know, we get the challenge with our faith a lot of times. How strong is our faith? Is our faith as strong as this guy? They're still in church. They're still there praying. They're still singing to worship music, even though all this stuff's going on. You hear guys talking about, they kill my family. They kill my parents. They burn my house down. They burn my relative's house down. They burn my kid's house down. All I have left is the shirt I'm wearing. Here's what the fellow is talking about. I want you to watch these two clips. One of them is them still going to church on a Sunday, and one of them talking about what happened to him and his family.
My family...
Like, another person just said, Nipa because of discourse, but still now people are still going to church. Like even Mr. Patrick Lord, many I don't know if he's a devoted Christian, but like it's something to think about. I mean, men can say denounce your God, but yeah, so much. Okay, my mentor, I put it to you, like my viewers, like the religion that you subscribe to. Your father say, one of man something unfortunate happens, and let's say a military personnel comes to your house with a group of people holding guns and stuff to your head, your parents, your mother, your father. And no catch just when denounce religion, yes, I be like and can then obey. Like me personally, dear. And I'm a kind of me, I do not subscribe to like religion. Me, my interpretation or my understanding of religion doesn't really like confine me to a certain religion. I just know that the universe is built on truth. Like like that is my basic understanding of religion. So that is the religion that I subscribe to. Yeah, just be kind to people. If you tell the truth, you will be kind to people. If you are kind to people, people will be kind to you. When people are kind to you, you'll be happy within your heart. Like you'll be full of life. But it be a young couple meeting a first way shout. So no one offers no one is scared by maybe nature said maybe a particular to something like this beating at me because like my understanding of religion, it doesn't even allow this condition. By now, you label religion. It's a religion, you're Islam, you're Christian. And in as much as said there are similarities, the differences are really recognized. And because of the differences in I had in Tawaba. And a Muslim for number say, yes, we want denounce Christian, now Christianity and answer religion, no, you become like it. You see, right now, more the label at Tom. So me, I do not have a label. And to me, something like that will never happen to me. So people who believe in what I believe, we can never be segregated. The truth is one. But it's unfortunate that the truth is not a religion. I'm not trying to start a truth religion. I do not care. That's my way of life. It makes life easy for me, even though this guy. I keep saying this again and again. I want to say it enough times so that it becomes funny. I want to turn it to a joke so that it won't bother me again. So, in particular, to me that I just wonder how more at the label at Tom wants to say, jihadist, Muslims, Jew, this. If somebody who has the same value and has the same kind of interpretation of religion, understand and say, religion supposed to be this, is supposed to be that, you're supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that. Like if such a person comes and that's only values, clash with what they're not saying in the competition, not saying the overpower, not say or request to say change religion, and yes, and I say will be taking something important from you. Like, would you do it? I am curious, and maybe I'm from comments answer. So let's continue.
They died in this house. 11, and some died in the other store. Here and up, my house is up there. That place also is burned. And the store where I pack my goods, I store my goods everywhere, has burned. They burn my clothes. They burn everything. They burn our food. All my family members. What we kept as is our
this is what he's talking about. Like, to say example, in a neighborhood that in himself, like robberies that cause, so there's a high rate crime percentage. Now you go around the neighborhood like at a dark hour, say how much bear one and also two. Now you be waving money and also could iPhone now the like you be is it confront fault and answer fault. Meanwhile, I'm on 1 year catch say this neighborhood is like this. Do not go there, do not do this at this particular time. Now Koko Yana Sasam Toa. Inti maybe the can't say these people still having faith in Christ. It's insane, and I say it is something very admirable. And I'm kind of maybe something like this will never happen to me because I do not know. Like, but you see, it will happen to some people. And since these people, their beliefs is so strong, I commend them. Like, I applaud that. They are like they are ready to die for what they believe in. I think someone has to be really enlightened. Someone has to be like really decisive to be able to have that kind of conviction, because you know that where you are going, there's death awaits you. You know that. You know what will happen after you make the decision, but still you go, and then you die. That is what they call true decision. So the person knows what will happen, know the results, but still chose that like option. That is true decision, and that is something that is commendable. That should be applauded, and I hope God, the God that they worship, the God Almighty, help them and rescue them from this massacre, because it is quite atrocious. And even though my subscription to religion doesn't really follow the norm, I have come up with a way to sort of like decipher reality to understand that the truth matters above everything. And then some people just sort of like box themselves and label that sort of limits or unlimits them to do things. It's unfortunate that it's not the same for everybody. So I cannot I am even short of words. If this is truly happening in Nigeria, they are killing Christians. Even if the Christians, they are so evil to the point that you cannot live with them. A massacre does not justify this. And truly, I do not know what is going on. And Mr. Patrick here, who is a respectable person, he's very rich, has a lot of money. I do not know what he would gain from saying this or making this video if it was not true. Let's continue.
The criticism that a lot of mainstream media gets is, what's the purpose of me showing this? It's just Christians. I mean, it's just Christians, but we have to show anything else to raise the temperature and make sure people are angry and go out there protesting. Free Palestine. That's what we need. We need rage. Christians, give me a break. You know, if you're going to go out there and kill 49 Christians in Democratic Republic of Congo that were killed by machetes, not a big story, right? We shouldn't share this if we're mainstream media. Some victims were beheaded and burned, but I mean, we don't need to really talk about it a lot because it's just Christians. We need to really get into the story and then hear stories that's going on in Canada. You got Justin Trudeau, 112 churches burned in Canada, Catholic churches, and Justin Trudeau, former prime minister, gets up there and says, well, I understand their rage. I mean, you have to watch this to believe what the former leader of Canada had to say about all the church burnings that was going on in Canada. Here's Justin Trudeau for you.
Acts of vandalism and arson are being seen across the country, including against Catholic churches.
Why are Christians are they under attack? People attacking Christians. Why? This is quite weird. This is strange.
One of my reflections is I understand the anger that's out there against institutions like the Catholic Church. It is real and it is fully understandable.
And by the way, I got a list of other places to read. The only reason I'm showing you Justin Trudeau is because it's not just happening in Africa or Syria and it's happening in the West as well. We can tell you some of the stuff that's going on in Arizona that happened recently. This has taken place, and so a lot of Christians are saying, hey, what do we do about this? Do we just sit around and not do anything? What can we do about this? Some are saying, hey, well, that's why we need a crusade. There's a spiritual warfare going on. That's what we need right now. We need to get louder. Some are saying mainstream media should talk about it. Well, if they're not, we should talk about it. We will. Some are saying, well, maybe Christians are not understanding the whole concept of tolerance. We should be tolerant. We should be tolerant. Well, if there's an example of a guy that wasn't tolerant, it was Jesus. This concept of being tolerant towards who? Towards everybody, allowing all this stuff to happen. I used to pray for 4 things for many years. 20 years I was praying for courage, wisdom, tolerance, understanding. I told my kids, we're not praying for tolerance anymore. If someone's pushing the envelope, make some noise, do something about it, right? We're seeing all this stuff that's happening over here. God forbid if something happens to, Muslim or a different denomination or Jews, everybody wants to talk about it. Oh my God, you won't believe what happened. How about Christians? Do they have a valid argument here that people are making? I think they do. I think they do. But there's maybe not a business model in trying to help Christians out. Maybe there isn't. Maybe Christians who are sitting around right now and we're seeing everybody wearing a Ukraine pin, which, by the way, to people that believe in that, I support the fact that you do. How many of you guys are wearing a Nigeria pin right now with the Christians over there that are going through what's going on to them? Who's wearing that? When's the last time you wore that? Are you really sporting it? Maybe you're a Christian yourself. Are you? I don't know. All I'm saying is it's unfortunate that mainstream media that's not talking about these types of stories. We definitely will. When you're sitting out looking at the countries with the most Christians in it, at the top is U.S., then you have Brazil, then Mexico, then Nigeria is at the 4th place with most Christians. You think some people like them being there? Maybe not. We're seeing what's going on with UK. We're seeing what's going on with immigration. We're seeing what's going on with, you should just let anybody into your country. Who cares if you lose your national value? Who cares if people are in your country who hate you? It's okay. That's part of freedom of speech. Really? Yeah, it's okay. Today I was looking at 2 things. You know what countries Bibles are illegal to buy and sell? Go try buying a Bible in Iran. See what happens to you. By the way, go try buying a Bible in Iran in Farsi. You won't find it. Only the people that are Assyrians and Armenians can have Bibles in Iran, but you can't put it in Farsi and distribute it. That's illegal. Go to Saudi Arabia and see if you can sell a Bible in Saudi Arabia in Arabic, because that's a form of, conversion. You're trying to get people converted into Christianity. In America, we're like, it's okay. Sell it on Amazon, Quran, whatever you want to sell. Go sell it. Freedom of religion, freedom of speech. Maybe there's a place for it, but at the same time, those other countries don't want Christians to be growing. And we're like, yeah, but it's their country. They get to create their laws. But in America, it's like, no, we're okay with everything that happens here. Maybe not. But I believe there needs to be more of a discussion here with this, and more of a topic and more of a debate. And we're not having enough of it right now. There are so many other debates that have 99% of Twitter, X, YouTube, everywhere. How many debates about this topic? Maybe not enough. Maybe we need to get a little bit louder. And maybe if you're watching this right now saying, honestly, I didn't know about that with Saudi Arabia. I didn't know that about Iran. Go ChatGPT it. Go look it up for yourself. Do you think they should be selling Bibles? Why don't they? Why are we allowing everybody? Are we a little bit too tolerant in America? I don't know. It's a good question to ask, and you can answer it for yourself. I don't know where you're going with this. Are you insinuating the fact that we shouldn't be able to do this? More and more mayors with other denominations who hate America are creating policies, and we have certain cities in America that the police department has the language written in Arabic. This is America. What are you talking about? This is America is what we're talking about. No, we should do it. We should do it. It's okay. We should do it. We got folks who work for the government in certain areas of Dearborn and Michigan that are saying, I hope one day you get kicked out of the city and I will celebrate and put a parade together so you can never come back here again, because your type doesn't belong here. Your type, he's an American. What do you mean your type? You hate America, go back to your country. Your type. Ilhan Omar talking all the stuff she's saying about Charlie Kirk.
I have nothing to apologize for. It is a tragedy that Charlie Kirk was
Those of
killed
you
in that way.
Those of you who watch my videos, Don Lemon the John, or Bemana with John, when your friend Don Lemon,
I feel for his widow and his children. They will have to live with that for the rest of their lives. But there is no legacy to honor. It was a legacy filled with bigotry, hatred, and white supremacy.
He was not a hero. He was a bigot. A bigot? What are you, lady? Go back to Somalia. You hear her videos talking about to her country that one day my hopes is to go out and create some change because I want to come back to my homeland, which is Somalia. Go back already. Should we sit there and allow these people to create policies who absolutely hate America? I have a very big problem with that. If you run a company, your employees hate your company, would you keep them? Or would you tell them, go find another company you love? I would tell them, go find another company you love. If you're dating somebody who hates you and your family, would you stay with her? Would you stay with them? Would you tolerate them? Why are we doing that in America? I don't know. But it's a fair question that many are asking me. They're connecting me saying, why are people not talking about this? You have a very valid point. We're going to. And hopefully that influences some of you guys talk about this more as well. So if you're watching this, and again, you got some things in here that got your blood pressure a little bit higher, saying, you know what, I'm with them. I'm not okay with this. Share this with as many people as possible and ask them the questions. Do you agree with them? What do you think about what he has to say in this video? And let's see what people have to say about it. But I do think this is something that more of us need to be talking about. If you got value out of this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.
And some of Papa I understand in so many ways. Like, it's almost as if say everything that Americans stand for, people around the world hate it. Like, people around the world hate it. Especially the Muslims. And you see, you understand how if you side with an entity like the Palestine, you are in a way condemning Christianity. Like, you have to find that correlation. Unless you know what is going on in the world. If you don't know what is going on in the world, fine, you can side with Palestine. Because right now it looks like they are the victim. But they started the war. So I do not know. And it's quite unfortunate and at the same time fortunate that America tolerates everybody in the world. But so many countries in the world does not tolerate America. To the point that even people who practice the same religion that they practice are being killed around the world. So this is the Anti-Partisan Network. Thank you for sticking with me. My prayers are with Nigeria, the Christians. May the good Lord protect them, deliver them from the hands of their killers. It's quite unfortunate that is all I can do and say. Prayers and good wish. I cannot urge you to do the same. I think God will bless you if you can do something. You can offer a prayer or say something nice about what is going on to the Christians in Nigeria. I am short of words. So thank you and subscribe. See you in the next video.